Quick post-fight thoughts for Ramon Soto on the Deontay Wilder Johann Duhaupas fight. Or whatever the fuck his name was. Since everyone who said his name said it differently. We'll just call him Johann. Nevertheless, Wilder and Johann fought a fight that was extremely telling. With a lot of commentating dick riding. Wilder nut hugging. Like grandma hugging her favorite grandchild. Or the little girl hugging her favorite teddy bear. That kind of fucking nut hugging. Everything Wilder did, these commentators dropped to their knees with their fucking mouths open praising the shit. To be honest. It was fucking disgusting. We understand complimenting a guy. But even if Wilder did something shitty, they'd make up a reason for why that crap thing Wilder did was good. Or how we'd learn from it. Or how impressed they were with how he hung in there while doing that shitty thing. For some strange reason Wilder never looked tired to them while swinging at the fucking air. In a fight we're still not convinced Wilder would have won. Because of the nature of the fight, and the fact that you're dealing with heavyweights. In spite of Wilder's jumping and dancing at the end of this fight like he was full of energy, we saw Wilder mustering his ass off. And if you don't know what mustering means, you better look in our archives. And to PBC, it would be nice if we could hear from the fucking loser, because we wanted to hear his thoughts. Personally, it looked to us like he wanted to continue. And he sure the fuck wasn't out of it. This wasn't some Margot Med shit. This guy looked like he was there mentally. 100%. And he looked annoyed by the stoppage. But like he was trying to control himself in spite of being cheated out of finishing the fucking fight like a man. And it was a damn good fight. And we know. Wilder won. Wilder dominated. And Wilder also looked like one good shot could send him to the canvas more than once in this fight. All that wiggling jiggling shit was nothing more than an act to us. Now we saw a problem in this fight from the second round on. And Wilder got facial damage early. But from the second round on we felt this guy had a chance to stop Wilder. In the fucking 12th. We also knew they wouldn't let it go to the fucking 12th. Wilder's opponent knew damn well he was there to fight a damn war. And this pussy shit in boxing's just getting fucking annoying. If that's the fucking case, Bradley shoulda lost his damn fight against Vargas because he sure the fuck looked worse. They shoulda just stopped the shit and gave it to Vargas. He shoulda lost to Provodnikov too. Oh yeah. But it's different. Johann was taking a lot of punches. Yeah right. He also looked fresher than Bradley. His face sure the fuck didn't look like this. I mean, look a man in his face. Tell him walk to me. Something. Just don't stop it because you want Wilder to win. Guess we shoulda done that video on how to know when to stop a fight. But what's the fucking point? Bittersweet victory to us. Not Wilder's fault, but sorry it is. Just let him finish the man off. Or just maybe he wouldn't have. We still gave this guy a 30% chance. And that's actually a fucking lot in heavyweight boxing. We sure the hell know he couldn't win on the scorecards, but this is the heavies. We've seen shit like this before. Where one unexpected punch ends it. Nevertheless Wilder wins. But the commentators were so busy nut hugging, or under PBC contract, that it's strange how they didn't want to admit the fight was weird. I mean, Wilder swung at the fucking air a couple of times looking like Rocky in the fucking 14th round. He was mustering. And when a motherfucker's mustering, the fight's not over until it's over. That's simple. And that's the very thing that made this fight a good fight. You could look at this guy's face at the end of the fight and knew he was completely conscious and totally there. Knowing he was getting robbed of the chance to finish the fight in America. Rocky would be a completely stupid, retarded, corny movie if he was fighting on PBC in it. Not to mention the fact that all that yelling Adrian shit never would have happened. PBC don't interview losers. PBC's improved slightly, but we've still got serious problems with it. With it fucking suckin'. Heyman apparently has an ego, and he's gonna keep doing the garbage he does. But the big question is Wilder. Is Wilder a fighter improving? Or is this his peak? If he's gonna keep improving, great. But if this is his peak, he sure the fuck won't be breaking no Joe Louis record. Fans are acting like the big fight is him and Klitschko. Wilder better concern himself with getting past this guy. Personally, we'd love to see him fight Briggs. Everyone's ignoring Briggs, calling him a clown. But we wanna see the shit. Why the fuck not? Wilder's fought enough bums. Why not put Briggs' name under his belt? Oh yeah. He can't. It's up to Heyman. Like you seriously think that fight wouldn't make money, huh? Maybe while you're all laughing at Briggs Heyman ain't. Because we're not so sure about Wilder's chin. Like what happens when this guy seriously getting hit? Good news is he'll get chance to prove himself with guys like Anthony Joshua Klitschko and Fury in his future. But his most dangerous opponents might be the unknown guys fans think are bums. Because Wilder may go in those fights taking it easy. Sure, he's gonna claim he prepared for all 12 rounds and trained hard. They all say that shit. But he fights like a guy looking for the knockout. That's great if you can deliver it, but at some point Wilder wears himself out and gets rope doped if he keeps on with that shit. There's some guys out there that just have hard fucking heads. Now it was an entertaining fight, but from what we see from Wilder, he needs to make some changes if he's gonna last. Nevertheless, good fight though. We've gotta give it to Wilder for entertaining the crowd. Bummer not, we've never seen Wilder in a bad fight. And we'll be looking out for this Johann guy again as well. We just feel he had a hell of a chin, and deserved a bit more praise than he got, along with the right to go to the 12th if he could. Not to mention the fact that Wilder still does a lot of backyard amateur type shit. He knows how to punch. But does he actually know how to pace himself and box? From what we see, he's got some improving to do when it comes to that. We said it would take a few fights to gauge Wilder. And now we've got him gauged. We've still gotta drop a video on this whole IV shit. But we'll say this. It's good to look at some fresh shit in boxing. So respect to both fighters for an entertaining fight. And until our next one. Peace. We're out.